And that same newspaper has been targeted before over its content, which sometimes includes jabs at Islam and other religions.
News 13's John Lee joins us. John, a cartoonist with the Mountain Xpress, says the shooting is tragic but not surprising.
That's right. He says the medium can be powerful and pointed, and Brent Brown says that French newspaper didn't back down. The power of ink, even if it is created on a computer.
You can't plan on what the reaction is going to be.
At times packing more of a punch than words alone.
A cartoon somehow has a more visceral impact on people, I think, and it gets more of a reaction from them, especially if you're making fun of them.
Brent Brown of Henderson County has been a cartoonist for 3 decades. Back to the drawing board again for Mountain Xpress.
Today I'm working on the recent story about the River District being called sketchy.
And Frommer's faux pas about Asheville on Good Morning America inspires his latest cartoon.
Come up with some way to make fun of that.
But meanwhile, in Paris, the unthinkable, as drawings led to bloodshed. 12 are dead.
If you're that provocative about it, it may be more that you're trying to get a response.
Brown says the attack is saddening but not surprising, considering the French newspaper's recent history of poking fun at Islam.
It seems like that paper had been kind of provocative towards this group. I mean, so it wasn't just something they did once or twice. They've been firebombed in 2011, and they've had more threats for this.
Brown has been threatened with lawsuits before, but never violence.
It could happen to anyone, really. I mean, just because you're a cartoonist and you bring this kind of attention and ire upon you, I don't think that's a common thing that most cartoonists worry about, here in the U.S. anyway.
In Paris, the terrorist reaction that Brown says comes with the territory.
I don't think you can ever be safe when you're doing something like that hits people as hard as cartoons.
President Obama calling those attacks cowardly and evil. Meanwhile, the editor and cartoonist at that newspaper said, quote, "We can't live in a country without freedom of speech. I'd prefer to die than to live like a rat," end quote.